We'd moved to this new house. My mum was having to have people come to do work, and one of them came to the house to do tiling, decorating. When I was about 13, my mum said, go out in the garden. I said, no, I don't want to go out there. Why? Oh, because he's out there. He keeps doing things to me that I don't like. Oh, don't be so stupid, get out there. Completely dismissed. And I went outside into the shed. He followed me in behind me and he stuck my head in the freezer, made me kneel on a bag of peat and fucked me while my head was in the freezer so that he could ram it down on my shoulders and wouldn't be heard. And that was that really. I needed somebody to believe in me. I needed somebody to trust. I needed somebody who was concrete. This went on till I was like nearly 15 and a half years old. I found this will, I found this resilience, and I found this fire inside of me, thinking, no, I'm not going to be defeated like this. Physically, I know that I can survive, but emotionally, there's something that happens when you're raped. It's like an arrested development. I think when it was good, it was really good, and when it was bad, it was horrid. The police had been called a few times. I remember losing my temper once and just smashing every mirror in the house. I just was going mad. I couldn't cope. It was like every single thing that I'd ever done wrong in my whole entire life was like bubbling up like a volcano. I came home one day and found the house empty. All the paperwork gone, all his clothes gone. All that was there was just basically my things. I wrote a 10-page suicide letter after taking the first 50 paracetamol. I wrote emails. And then I changed the sheets, bathed myself, and did my hair really nicely, and I put on like my best nightie. So you found it nice. They blue lighted me all the way. I remember the sirens going off in the ambulance. I couldn't speak, I was tubed, but I was kind of starting to come around from consciousness, and I wanted to see the doctor, and I had to tell him how frightened I was. And I remember he had to push my head down, and he said, no, I'm trying to save your life. Because I was fighting and screaming, and no, put me to sleep, put me to sleep. So they put me to sleep for about 4 days. My liver was really bad. My brain had swollen. I started to cone and die. I wasn't able to breathe because my lungs were becoming full of fluid and my kidneys had packed up. Fuck, I nearly never woke up. The ambulance crew brought the suicide letter. I just wrote about my whole life. The abuse that my parents refused to acknowledge. The fact that my marriage was in tatters. I felt so much shame. I felt nothing. I had this real battle going on. Whether I actually wanted to live. Whether I really did. What was this point that I meant to be living for? Sometimes there has been no point, but there's something that's been driving inside of me to say, no, you're getting up out of bed whether you like it or not. You're getting up. You're doing something. After being a year in a Camden 24-hour hostel, I was then referred to St Mungo's. A place came available. 7 girls living in a house together. Being referred to St Mungo's was an amazing opportunity. My key working relationship that I have with Diana. She would actually do what she promised. She's younger than me, but you know, it's like talking to a big sister. I arrived in about September, and I looked at the garden and the leaves were starting to fall off the trees. All the plants were kind of suffocating, and I just went out there with a rake and some bin bags. Diana could see that I was really interested. She supported me to find some value and self-worth and self-belief, because I'd always thought I was rubbish and I was ugly and I was meant to be punished and I was useless, and this is why I was being raped. I got referred to psychotherapy, which took obviously over 2 years for me to even be strong enough to start that process. I think it's been a very big part of helping me realise that I am important, you know, and I am valuable, and I didn't deserve what happened to me. I love demolition. Demolishing things, regrowth, regeneration. I felt like I was Lucy the worker, Lucy the wife, Lucy the friend. I was all those other people to please all those other people. When I gave up pleasing people, that was like a big victory.
And when you talk about the Lucy that you wanted to be,
I think she's pretty much here.
How would you describe her?
Spunky, dynamic, gutsy, growing in confidence, willing, able, resilient, kind, caring, compassionate, honest. Yeah. You know, I miss just being able to knock on somebody's door and say, can I borrow your butter, can I borrow your sugar, oh, you fancy a cigarette, oh yeah, a little cider, a little gin and tonic, anybody? Should we have a little girls' night? Oh, guess what happened in EastEnders tonight? I will miss that. I feel now that I can actually deal with anything that life threw at me. Really, I could. Just like, no fucking way, get out of my way, you know, no, you're not going to put me down, I'm here, this is me, Lucy, get out of the way, you know. I'm coming.